Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. Okay, let's dive right in. Today we are cracking open a truly fascinating archaeological cold case. We're going to set the scene with something that looks completely ordinary on the surface, but actually conceals an unbelievable secret underneath. We'll be looking at forensic evidence of something that sounds like it belongs in a sprawling fantasy novel, or maybe a sci-fi movie, but, believe it or not, is astonishingly, undeniably real. Imagine you're just out for a walk. The sun's shining, you're crossing a completely normal field, and the dirt beneath your boots feels solid, right? But what if you discovered an entire city hidden literally right beneath your feet? And I don't mean a simple cellar or a storm drain or a tiny secret bunker. I mean a massive, fully functioning civilization existing right below you, stretching down through unfathomable depths of rock and darkness, while generations above walk right over it, completely unaware of the ghosts below. Section 1. The Hidden Opening. A cold case in central Turkey. This brings us right to the inciting incident of our mystery. For centuries, the surface world just went about its daily business, totally blind to the secrets buried underneath. And the way this case was cracked wide open, pure accident. Seriously, a homeowner in Derinkuyu, Turkey, is just doing some routine renovations on his house. He knocks down a seemingly normal basement wall, and suddenly, boom, he discovers a hidden opening. Curious, he steps through the breach and uncovers deep, dark passageways. He investigates a little further, and what he finds is staggering. Rooms leading to twisting tunnels, connecting to vast chambers, dropping into entire underground districts. A massive subterranean city just hiding in plain sight for millennia. Section 2. Evidence of the Abyss. Cataloging the scene. Let's piece together the evidence here and see how this builds our case file as we descend through these intense layers of rock. What exactly did investigators find when they went down there? Well, the sheer scale of this archaeological crime scene is staggering. It plunges over 60 meters deep into the earth. And here's the crucial geological fact that made this whole thing possible. This region sits on unique volcanic tough rock. It's this incredible material that's actually soft enough to carve by hand with simple ancient tools, but, and here's the magic trick, it hardens into a formidable, impenetrable shell the moment it's exposed to air. They literally sculpted a fortress out of volcanic ash. And this wasn't just a quick, temporary hideout for a few frightened families. No way. The evidence suggests this hidden metropolis had enough space to shelter tens of thousands of men, women, and children all at the same time. To put that into perspective, that's like taking the population of a small modern town and burying them completely out of sight. At its peak, experts believe this was a bustling underground hub, totally invisible to the surface. The forensic evidence left behind by these ancient builders is absolutely mind-blowing. It proves their engineering was designed for absolute long-term survival. For air, they carved these massive 60-meter main ventilation shafts that basically acted like an enormous underground lung, pulling fresh air down and distributing it through a complex network of smaller capillaries. And their water storage? Equally brilliant. They built advanced wells that were ingeniously disguised from the top, so surface invaders couldn't just find the source and poison their vital drinking supply. Add to that dedicated food storage, livestock facilities, plus kitchens, schools, and even subterranean places of worship. You know, they weren't just hiding in the dark. They were living a complete, structured existence. Now, if you were an investigator exploring these depths, you'd be immediately struck by the intense visual contrast in the architecture. It's wild. On one hand, you have these claustrophobic, pitch-black, incredibly narrow choke points where you practically have to crawl on your hands and knees. But then you pop out of that tight, suffocating tunnel and, wow, you suddenly find yourself standing in vast, echoing, cathedral-like subterranean chambers. It's masterful design, abruptly shifting from grand, breathtaking community spaces to incredibly tight, unforgiving, defensive bottlenecks. Which brings us to Section 3, Uncovering the Motive. Why dig so deep? So what's the motive here? Why would an entire civilization spend so much exhaustive manual labor and time to carve through solid rock and essentially bury themselves alive? Well, the answer is pure existential fear. They definitely didn't build this magnificent city just for the fun of it. They built it because they absolutely had to if they wanted to survive. To understand their desperation, we really have to look at their threat profile. This region of central Turkey was basically a geographical crossroads for the ancient world's deadliest war machines. Throughout history, these communities faced constant, intense danger from conquering empires, marauding armies, brutal warfare, and widespread religious persecution. When those massive armies arrived on their doorstep, these people needed to perform the ultimate vanishing act.
And so, they developed these brilliant defensive survival strategies. Entire surface populations could literally vanish underground at a moment's notice. Once everyone was inside, they'd roll massive, circular stone doors across the vital tunnel entrances. And here's the genius part. Those colossal stone wheels could only be opened and closed from the inside. It instantly turned the city into an impenetrable underground fortress. Remember those narrow, dark, crawling tunnels we just talked about? Well, they forced fully armored enemy soldiers to enter single file, making it incredibly easy for defenders to neutralize them. Just imagine being an invading army, finding a completely abandoned village above ground, totally unaware that thousands of people are perfectly safe right beneath your boots.
Section 4. Life in total darkness. The human toll. This strategy was remarkably effective, and it no doubt saved countless lives. But surviving the wars above meant facing a seriously grim and agonizing reality below. Look at this haunting detail pulled directly from our source material. Entire communities had to adapt to living in a dark and enclosed environment. I think that perfectly captures the immense psychological and physical endurance those trapped families needed just to get by. Living in this abyss meant a daily, relentless struggle against absolute sensory deprivation. I mean, imagine the constant, thick, choking smoke from hundreds of oil lamps burning in the pitch dark. Imagine the inescapable stench and proximity of livestock living right next to families in severely limited spaces. And the sheer psychological weight of sitting in silence, knowing a hostile army is marching right above your rock ceiling, terrifying. But maybe the most terrifying part was the constant dependence on their engineering. A single failure of that underground airlong or one poisoned water well could spell sudden, inescapable disaster for everyone entombed below. Moving to Section 5, the undiscovered world, the open case file. Yet, despite all those extreme hardships, they actually survived, sometimes enduring underground for months at a time. As we review the evidence of their resilience, we realize this case is far from closed. Modern archaeologists are basically acting as detectives today, using ground-penetrating radar to solve ancient cold cases. They are still uncovering new tunnels, chambers, and massive hidden networks beneath modern cities, fields, and forgotten landscapes. It just goes to show that entire parallel worlds have existed below the surface, completely invisible, while thousands of years of history just passed right on by it of them. Every single day, we walk across the earth totally convinced we know exactly what's beneath us. But history has definitely taught us otherwise. Sometimes entire ancient empires are just waiting patiently in the dark to be discovered. So as we close out this explainer case file, I want you to take a moment, look at the solid ground beneath your feet, and ask yourself this final, suspenseful question. How many underground cities remain undiscovered today?